Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you want to see how I updated my closet on a budget, keep on watching. I cannot believe I'm about to expose myself like this. This is my closet. As you can see, it is a complete and utter hot mess. I have all of these business casual clothes over here, even though I got a new job last year and I'm fully remote and will never go into an office. I have all of these bags that are supposed to be consolidated and up on a shelf. Not to mention all of these clothes that need to be folded. My jeans, sweatshirts, sweatpants, t-shirts, they're all supposed to be folded nice and neat. My shoes are an absolute mess. This is just completely chaotic. I've got winter clothes up on a shelf, summer clothes up on a shelf. Nothing is organized. It is a complete hot mess. So the first thing I had to do was assess the situation to see what I needed, what my goals were, and what I was trying to accomplish with this closet transformation. And then of course I went shopping. I got a couple of these hanging drawer compartments from Container Store and some drawers to put in them. I got a tote for a couple things and some things from Amazon. I was super excited about these clear dividers from Amazon. I had a plan for them from the beginning and couldn't wait to start using them. This shoe storage solution from Amazon was really interesting. I kind of took a chance on it, but it ended up working out and you'll see later on. So after I got all of my supplies, I started by completely emptying out my closet. Taking everything off the hangers, everything that was folded out, everything that was on the floor, just completely emptying every single thing in the closet. All clothes, all shoes, all bags, getting it all out so that I could really see the space. As I was emptying my closet, I tried to bring everything into my room and organize it into somewhat categories just to make it easier on myself. I have all of my folded clothes that I brought out, as well as all of my hanging clothes, all of my shoes, and then all of the random things that I had. So once everything was emptied out, I of course cleaned and wiped everything down to make sure that it was just nice and clean before I loaded it back up. I haven't seen my closet empty like this since I moved into my house last year. And once the closet was empty, I noticed in the corners I had a little bit of cracking going on with the paint. I do have a new construction home, and so as the house has been settling over the last year, I have noticed that I have some areas where I need to caulk. So I took a little bit of time out to caulk all of these cracks and crevices that were in the corners that were just in need of a little bit of TLC. I'm not the best at caulking, but shout out to my dad for explaining this over the phone. Then, naturally, I had a little bit of a fashion show to go through my clothes and make sure I was only keeping stuff I would wear and stuff that actually fit me. And then I started filling my closet back up. I started by putting this portable AC unit in. This closet is the only place that really fits in my house, so I wanted to put that in first and then see if I could hide it using my prom dresses so that way I wouldn't have to look at it every day. Then I wanted to see how these clear dividers from Amazon worked with my shelves. I did buy a particular brand of divider that said it worked with thicker shelves, and as you can see, it fit perfect. I was so excited because I was planning on doing a denim bar on this shelf. So I wanted to space out my denim to see how many piles I would need. I was trying to organize them by wash. And so as you can see, I'm moving things around, readjusting, trying to figure out what I like. I was really pleased with everything until I went to put my shorts in. I didn't like how they looked perpendicular to the shelf. I thought they would look a lot better parallel on the shelf and they would fit better. So of course I had to reorganize and move everything around. These shelf dividers did a really awesome job. I moved them around 2 or 3 times. Have no issues with breaks, no issues with cracks. These are actually pretty durable, especially for the price point. Then of course I noticed that I had black jeans, but then I also had some that were more of a dark gray, and then of course this cranberry color. So I had to split those out into a separate pile. Then I wanted to check out these compartments that I got from the Container Store. I love how they're just completely assembled. You don't have to do anything. They're pretty sturdy and they're easy to move around on the shelves. You just pick up and move over. So I really loved that. And I was testing to see how many clothes they could hold, but the thought of doing all of my folded clothes was overwhelming. So I switched to doing my dresses. I organized my dresses first, starting with my maxi dresses since those were the longest. And within there, I organized by color, and then I started organizing by sleeve. So I did dress length, and then within there, I did by color, and within there, I did by sleeve. So you can see I got my maxis in the back, and then my short dresses are in the front, organized by sleeve, and then within each of those sections, organized by color. Eventually, I brought all of my hanging clothes into the closet because I wanted them off my bed because I was getting tired. And I just went through and organized them, starting with dresses. Then I moved on to jumpsuits. Then I went ahead and did my rompers. And then I moved on to shirts. So again, long sleeve shirts, moving to short sleeve shirts, and doing all of those by color. And then of course, crop tops are in the front. And after my shirts, I moved on to bodysuits. For me, I'm someone that has to see all of my clothes or else I forget about them. So I had to hang out my bodysuits. And then I had a random 2-piece set that I hung up, and then I called it a night because I was exhausted. So the next day, I wanted to start with these hanging drawer organizers from Container Store. I bought 3 of the drawers that you could insert because I wanted to have some concealed storage. But for the most part, I planned to use these for my folded clothes, so I wanted easy access to them. Then I went through and started looking at all of the clothes that were folded that I would be putting into these organizers. I started with my winter clothes, then moved on to leggings, sweatpants, t-shirts, and shorts. And then, of course, I had to take a brief intermission to take Belle on a walk. It was raining, so she got to wear her cute little raincoat. So after our walk, I started loading up the concealed storage. I did one drawer with hats, belts, and other accessories. Another drawer with summer clothing and my bathing suits. And then another drawer with what I would call loungewear. So things that I would wear around the house but wouldn't necessarily wear out in public. So after the drawers, I started looking at the open compartments, starting with t-shirts, sweatpants, and leggings. I was going to try and fit all of my sweatshirts in here, but as you can see, the sweatpants, leggings, and t-shirts filled up everything. And then on the smaller compartment, I did all of my winter clothes. So my sweaters, sweater dresses, winter skirts, and long sleeve tops. I couldn't fit my yellow sweater into a compartment, so I just laid that on the top shelf. And after that, I started to load up the floor area of the closet. I really wanted to make sure that this part of the closet was very functional because after all, it is a closet. And I also wanted to see if I would feel differently about this clear tote, knowing that I was putting a bunch of different colors within there. But I think it really worked out with having the tote being able to have the basket on top of it and the hamper right next to it. I had 2 of these clear dividers left, so I put those around my sweater to really define the space on that shelf. And then I added in my purses and handbags and then my 2 duffel bags. And I really think those clear dividers make a huge difference in defining the space. Then I moved on to assembling the shoe storage that I got from Amazon. So I saw a lot of the reviews talking about the assembly of this thing and how it's a little bit tricky. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a little bit tricky. I was also hesitant about the durability and if this thing was even worth it. It has a really good price point, but you know, sometimes you get what you pay for. So with the assembly, it was a little difficult on the first one, and then after that, it actually went really smooth. And all of these have these flaps that you have to fold in, and making sure that those are folded in tightly was super key to get everything to click and lock into place. My goals for shoe storage were to be able to have something that was stackable, something that would easily organize my shoes, and something that would allow me to actually see the shoes that I have. I was storing basically all of my shoes inside of their shoe boxes just to keep them protected, But of course, I can't see them that way, and it's hard for me to remember sometimes what shoes I have, and then I end up not wearing them because I forget I have them. I'm a size 7 with my shoes, so I wanted to make sure that my heels would fit, as well as some chunkier shoes, before I went ahead and assembled all the rest of these. So it was really easy for me to fit all of my shoes in. So here is the finished product with my closet. I'm actually very pleased with how it came out, especially on a budget. I went ahead and updated all of my hangers to these black velvet non-slip hangers. They're really awesome at saving space, and I just love how uniform all of my hangers look. The denim bar is probably my favorite thing in the whole closet. I love how it turned out. Just the aesthetic and the visual is perfect to me, and I was able to hide my wigs in the back. This portion here, I was just so pleased with how everything fit together. I was able to tuck my suitcase in and hide it in the corner. The hanging storage from the Container Store really worked out great for all of my folded clothes. I was able to hide certain things that I don't need to have out all the time and have easy access to what I wear on a typical basis, which are leggings and t-shirts and sweats, because I work from home all the time. The construction of these is actually pretty impressive. They seem to be really sturdy, and I don't have any issues with moving them around or with loading them up with clothes. Having my bags and my duffel bags up here on the top shelf out of the way but still visible is really amazing. And I was really excited about how the shoe storage turned out. So as you can see, it's really simple to see what shoes you have. It's really easy to grab a pair that you need and get going on your day. I will say some of my chunkier shoes, so these boots for example, were a little bit difficult to fit into the dividers. I went ahead and just split those up and put one shoe in each for those particular pair of boots just to keep them safe. So I really love how my closet turned out, especially on a budget. So I wanted something that would be transferable to another house but still help me be organized in this house. So that's it for today's video on how I transform my closet on a budget. Let me know your favorite part down below in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!